Well, today is Easter Monday. Yesterday was Easter Sunday, the day of the resurrection of Jesus Christ. That we celebrate the resurrection of Jesus Christ. And I always thought about this, about how would have been that crucifixion. How would it look like in real life if we were there today? And there is no evidence whatsoever of a crucifixion, a real crucifixion. I mean, zero. Now we do have one single evidence of a bone with a nail through it and olive wood in the nail. So that means that yes, somebody was crucified to a tree or to a plank, if you will. And that is what I like to actually go out there and see. Now I have seen crucifixion, real crucifixions, and of drug dealers and stuff, and they crucify them on a tree. They just stand you by the tree and they just pull nail through you. It is simple as that. And I think that is what the Romans did themselves. Only in two events writers wrote about crucifixions, and that will be the war with against Spartacus in Capua, and the other one is Jesus Christ. The one in Capua, we know they built a cross because they actually crucified a Roman soldier, or Spartacus crucified the Roman soldier in between the two battle lines. So I think for the most important people, that they really wanted to send a signal of fear, they build crosses, out of planking. They get a tree and they form this tree, they carve it, and they make a cross and they crucify you on it. But if you are a soldier and you just fought a battle for your life, and you are sweaty, hungry, and now you have all these enemies of yours that you cannot control, that you have to force them, and you cannot keep them alive or feeding because you don't have to be fighting them again. So yes, you go ahead and stand them near a tree and you just crucify them on the tree. And that is, I think, what happened with the Spartacus especially. I mean, these people crucify millions. So from Capua, that is about what, 40-50 miles, maybe even more from Rome. On the Via Appia, they crucify all the way from Capua to Rome. That is a long way. So I don't think they build crosses and stand it up, 5,000-6,000 of them. No, they just stand you to a tree and they just crucify you, and you die crucified to a tree, not to a cross. That is what a crucifixion was, in my opinion. But who knows? I wish I would have been there. Now, why crucify people? Why crucify Jesus Christ? Why don't just hang him or just put a sword through it? It's because we are animals. We are herds. We are no different than cattle. And the only way you can control the herd is by fear. They have to put fear in you so you follow. And if you don't follow, they have to force you. And if they cannot force you, Well, they're gonna have to kill you. That's it. You cannot go around that. No different than a cow or a wild dog or a pit bull that goes around the neighborhood biting people. You put fear in them to control them. It doesn't work. You're gonna have to force them. It doesn't work. You have to crucify them. And that is why the Romans, executed so many people. Today is no difference. Today we have the coronavirus, and now we are utilizing the virus to make people fearful, and they inside their houses. The United States Constitution is being suspended, and everybody's so fearful and so how can I say, weak, with that herd mentality, watching that television all day long, watching the people selling you something all day long, and you cower out. And then you get some kids out there that I've seen right here on YouTube. They go out and say, "Screw you." Well, guess what? Right now, they are trying to put fear in these kids. And they are the best we have. They are the best Romans. So there was no difference 3,000 years ago than today. We're still the same animal. We're still the same human. And that crucifixion of Jesus Christ is teaching us that. That is the meaning. That means the Roman Empire will put fear in you to control you. And if you don't follow, you better be strong enough to fight back. It is simply that. So, what is it going to be? What kind of person are you? A follower? A herd? A cow, basically? Or are you a Spartacus? Or are you Jesus Christ? They will fight back. And in some cases, they will learn to fight back more efficiently, utilizing same techniques. And in most of the cases, like including the Romans started that way. The Romans, they always know being Romans. The Romans became Romans when they decided, hey, I'm strong enough to go out there and take the women from the Latins, take the women from the Etruscans, take the women from the Samis, take the women from the Greeks, take the women from everybody, because we are creating something new and we don't fear. Not only we don't fear, we have learned to fight better than you. And we are going to crucify you now. We are going to make you slave now. We no longer are a slave. Now we are a slave in you. And that is what civilization is. Yesterday, today, and apparently tomorrow, because we haven't been able to change that. We haven't been able to eloquently transfer that to another human. The reason, I have no idea, because I tried to do that and I fail every single time. And people have to convince me of all these kind of crazy things, and they fail to do that. So that means that we, as animals, as a species, is when we lock into something, it's only two options. It's only two options. It's either you become part of a group, of an idea, of a gang, with a name, a specific name, or they're going to have to crucify you. As simple as that. Protect the church, because that is the your identity. That is, the Roman Church is your identity, your true identity, not the one that you have created in your head. But if you understand what the church, the Roman Church, is about, then you understand how beautiful it is, how brought us here to travel onto space and to fight viruses and so on. It's been a slow move, a slow process, but it have given us the basis, the basis of what we are, and that is, I think, is beautiful, and that what Jesus Christ dying in the cross symbolized. That is the symbol right there.